Today we are going to make meatball soup. It meets all my criteria. It's inexpensive, it's easy to do, and it has scratch, simple ingredients. I'm Tammy, and this is all about living. Alright, y'all. The recipe today came from Heavenly Recipes. It is from a church in Sopchoppy, Florida from the early 70s. Most of these people I knew, like Miss Layla lived right behind Randy's dad, for years and years. It's just full of memories. Find these little books. That's where you'll find great recipes. To make your meatballs, you need some salt, some pepper, some hamburger, and an egg. That's it for your hamburgers. Then for the soup, you need 1 cup of carrots, 1 cup of celery, some mushrooms if you have them. If you don't, leave them out. I need to use mine. That's why they're going in there. An onion and about a half of a head of cabbage and a can of sliced stewed tomatoes and a half a cup of rice. Oh, and bouillon. You need a quart of beef broth, or like me, I just got a quart of water and put 4 teaspoons of beef granules in there, and that's my beef broth. And that's it. So easy, so good, so fast. Let's get at it. Okay, we're going to shoot for a high flame because I want my broth to boil. That's the first thing. We're going to boil that broth. So you don't necessarily have to heat the pan for this. We're going to put that quart of broth in our pan, and we're going to bring that up to a boil. While we're waiting on that to boil, we're going to make our meatballs. Okay, let's get our hamburger in our bowl. Get our egg. And as much salt and pepper as you like. Now that's 1 pound of hamburger. Because there's only 2 of us. This will easily feed 3 or 4 people though. By the time I'm done, we'll both have lunch tomorrow and a really, really nice dinner. Okay, in case y'all didn't notice, that's one of my eggs. Look how yellow, that is a beautiful egg yolk right there. Alright, now we're just going to get that well combined. Make sure that that salt and pepper is all through it. Okay, y'all, I guess I didn't take that hamburger out soon enough. Inside was a little still froze. That's okay. Just means I got to work it a little longer. You shouldn't have to work it that hard. As long as it's thawed, everything should combine really easy. Okay. We're there. Now we're going to make meatballs. Okay, and I'm going to make them about 1 inch. Now you don't want them real super big because you want them to cook so dinner's ready. So about 1 inch. And you'll probably end up with around 30 for a pound. You'll probably end up with like 30 meatballs. Now if you wanted to, you could use some breadcrumbs and make an extender for this. Another half a cup is another half a cup, but My broth is boiling now. I'm just going to drop my meatballs right down in that beef broth. Almost there. Just 1, 2, 3, and done. Now what you want to do after you get your meatballs in is just let them cook for about 15 minutes and make sure that they're going to stay together, and when you start adding your other ingredients, your meatballs don't fall apart. So go ahead and get them, mostly cooked in your beef broth. Okay, they've been boiling for probably about 10 minutes now, and so now I'm going to start adding my vegetables. So in go the 1 cup of carrots, 1 cup of celery, about half of these mushrooms. Unless you really like mushrooms, you can dump them all. And then we're going to get our tomatoes. We're just going to drop that can of tomatoes in there. And then we're going to cut us some cabbage. And we're going to cut it really, really fine. Okay, I'm going to cut it once across the grain, or however you say that. And then we're just going to cut really fine, just as close as you can to the last cut. In we go. All right, Randy's getting ready for the onion. All right, let's get this onion cut. I'm going to cut it exactly like I cut that cabbage. And in fact, I'm probably only going to use half. This thing was huge. This was a really big onion, so I think 1 or half is going to be plenty. If you have just a regular medium onion, but same thing, real thin. Okay. See, that's a lot of onion. So that looks good to me. We're going to give it all a good stir. And I use stewed tomatoes. I like stewed tomatoes for soups and stews. All right, now I used bouillon, and bouillon is generally super salty. So until this cooks down for a little while, I am not going to add salt. There's salt usually in the tomatoes, and there's definitely salt in that bouillon. So I will wait and taste till right before I serve it. And then if I want some more salt and pepper in there, I can do it then. And final ingredient is 1/2 cup of long grain white rice. Give that a good stir. And get the lid on it. And 35 minutes, we'll have supper. Okay, I'm going to turn my flame off. My 35 minutes is up. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect.
Tammy's called me in for this one. She wants me to taste this, and I want you to see my face as soon as I taste it.
Oh, I know it's going to be good. I know.
And she's really proud of this for some reason. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Y'all give this one a try. My seal of approval. We're gone.
Bye.